Good morning, Motor Kings. Loading up the other tires. They have arrived.
What happens when you have only race cars?
When you have only race cars, you have to share. Put tires in the front seats, put tires in the back.
We got 2 seats in the M6.
2 seats in the M6. 2 seats in here.
Wow.
So is that one of the 305s or is that one of the 275s? Can't remember.
The
There's
car accident,
so...
it's like dum 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 dum.
Like, so much extra padding.
Sweet, dude. Well, we will update when smacking these bad boys on.
Heck yeah. See you at school?
See you at school.
What do I have in the front? Oh, just a $100 305 tire. Freak, let's go. Secretly.
Look at that boy.
It's been wearing pretty unevenly, huh? I know, I literally looked up. I was
Those
right
were
there.
on the verge of blowing up. Well, let's look at these puppies.
Look at them boys.
I'm trying to get me some grease to wipe on it.
So I slip and die?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is like you can see I feel like there's a bulge coming from
No,
this area.
like 100%. Alright, sketchy as hell, dude.
Oh, you can see me. I was telling them, I was like, how do you think I should like get these shiny? And they were like, clean it. I was like, oh, that's funny. I was like, how about carbon ceramic? But I'm like,
No, I think you're
like it's literally shiny underneath. Like don't just like spray it. Clean it. It doesn't get more worn than that. Dude, careful, you're gonna blow it up. Dang, brother.
Beautiful, man.
beautiful. What's this, man? Oh, I got it right here.
The wires scare me.
Yeah, I gotta
Cut you.
figure out.
Cut yourself.
Depending how old these tires are, it's gonna be really
Stuck?
hard to get them out. Especially with this low pro, yeah. See, I just want to flip over it. Just keep trying from different places.
Dang, the bead's that like strong. I'm always like afraid, like, what if we pump it up too much and it slips off the edge of
Pop the rear one out.
Nice.
Anyway.
Yeah, that's right.
Look at Luke, dude.
Yeah,
So
wow.
sick, dude.
As long as you're careful enough not to catch the TPMS sensor, you don't.
You think those shots are gonna look good?
B-roll, bro. I mean, I don't know. This is why I feel like
You're a filmographer.
you just gotta tell me when to do what and how.
What, you know?
No, but sometimes you're like, you don't need to record this part. I'm like, he's right.
One more new tire pack.
Oh, nice. Let me go get a new tire.
This is some big boy numbers.
Yeah. Gotta get that grip.
Let them cook, bro.
Let him cook. Wait. Let him cook.
Scotty, you got that machine at Toyota?
What's that?
Do you have this machine at Toyota?
It's a little bit more advanced than this one, but it's very, very similar.
Really?
You know, so he probably showed you. This is a little more advanced. It's gonna be in it.
Where are they at?
The caps are over there.
Where are you at?
Guys, check it out. M logo. Nice. Every single one. See if it stays in sync.
China, Alibaba. What does that mean? I'm just kidding. Okay.
No, line it with that.
You want to do it?
Sure, I'll have the pleasure.
Go ahead, have the pleasure.
I'm having pleasure. Nice. All right.
Could have been a little better. That's all right.
Always can be.
Is that your ringtone? Got that grandpa special.
Good enough.
Yeah. That's the plan.
I feel like the grandpa special is like that weird like.
They have like
Some
or like
like
or they have the what's it called? Or the Harley. The old men always have the Harley.
Bro, honestly, just having a ringtone not on silent is
Kind of cringe.
a boomer thing to do.
I know. Whenever I hear anybody have like a ringtone, like, man, you can't just feel it.
Yeah, me, I'm
Buzz it in
immediately,
your pocket.
immediately like turn it on silent. I must have.
Actually, having tread goes crazy.
It does.
No, that is nuts.
Well, like we just crouch down. That's.
Yes, dude. Finally.
Nice.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, look at that number go down.
That's what I like to see. No red, no red.
Red bad. We good.
So what does that change about the way the tire is?
So right now you're like this. So picture like in a super exaggerated form. Driving down the road like this, you're gonna be like ruining your outside. If you're like this, you'll be ruining your inside. So that's why your camber is fine.
So it wasn't like I was like leaning on the outside.
You're
That's how I was
going
like pointed
this.
in.
But it's super slight, but just enough that it would over time.
Yeah.
And then, so now we're
Beautiful.
doing this.
So do we want to be right in the center, or does it really matter?
As long as it's green, no, it's so minute. Like it does not matter.
Minute.
Just in that first box.
Yeah, you kind of have the two bumps. Like I'm not gonna really. I don't think we should adjust the camber.
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah, I feel
I
like
wouldn't at all.
Why?
I think it's because
No, no.
something it's easy
Camber's
to
the
play
outside.
with,
Like
but the camber even
Oh.
just like
that'll. I'm sure as he adjusts this, that'll go back. Tighten down. Tightens.
New tires. Looking oh well.
Oh, like you were saying, you're like this one seems like it's sticking out better than the other one.
Oh yeah, that's why.
Just because it's it is genuine.
I'm surprised at how much 10 millimeter difference makes in like the fitment of the car.
That's the
Yeah, that's.
so.
Is there
Those are
Dang.
all
is there any more?
everything should be tight. So-
Do we want to do the rear?
The rear looks fine.
Oh, that's just camber.
Yeah,
So
and the
wait.
camber you can't really.
Honestly, you should keep it.
Yeah, so it's making it go.
I think I'm sitting at like -2.5.
It'll help you sit a lot better, especially because you want your
On your toes.
your total
good.
thrust angle is really good. That's really important, and then your toes chilling
Nice, dude.
So this is just means it's like I'm slammed.
just a little bit.
You're not slammed. I mean,
Looks,
it's
a,
negative
looks a little
too.
prettier.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, and when you hit corners hard, it's just better
It's
for
like a tripod. I'm like, you know.
Exactly. It's like a tripod.
I think like.
Oh.
All right, guys. So, all right. To be frank with you guys, I love being frank. We have
hate
already
being
recorded a reaction to the tires.
I've felt what this is like.
He's already felt it, but the audio got messed up on the first time we tried. Basically, this, guys. I had bald tires. Now I don't have bald tires, and I would say the main thing I noticed is like now that there's actual amount of rubber on top of all like the metal lining that they have, like the ride is smoother. And I
Running
think,
on just metal is not the most comfortable, I would imagine.
no, especially when it's pumped up with air. And I
For
think
real.
that what?
For real.
Yeah. And I also got an alignment. Maybe I talked about this in other parts of the video, but I got an alignment and a balance, and now I don't shake at 85 miles an hour, and I don't click when I turn.
I mean, these are a lot of things that kind of happened because, first of all, it was sitting on those tires for a long time. Like, I think those tires were already very old and worn, but then also add over a year of it just sitting there on them.
Yeah.
And
Not too
then
good.
with a lot of heat too. We live in a very dry climate, a lot of heat. And then on top of that, when we were towing, we didn't have the correct tow adapter thing for his. So we just went from underneath and probably just went from the tie rods and the control arms and stuff like that. So we probably bumped it out of its alignment a tad.
And we strapped the wheels really, really tight on each side. I'm like, I don't know if it's gonna like pull anything. Anyway,
Warped your wheels. Remember when he was like, "Is your wheel?"
I mean, we might have warped my wheel a little bit, but the fact that he didn't put it back on differently and then like it was fine, I'm like, I'm not too worried about it. But
Oh yeah.
we'll
I
get
know.
new wheels eventually. I'm gonna go this way.
But now, yeah, I mean, it's improved the quality of this car. I would
Just-
say tenfold.
Yeah, just doing that alone. Like, if you guys have like a weird, strange ride or any clicking noises, like, do the bare basics and maintenance and a tune-up first, balance, new tires, alignment, things like that, and it might fix some stuff. Because it did for me. I was like gonna have to go buy these service bulletin spacers from BMW to try to
apparently-
fix
yeah.
the clicking.
He had clicking when he was turning, and we looked it up, and there's a whole service bulletin for, yeah, like people. That's a common thing. I mean, there's a reason why these were probably clicking. There's probably something with the tie rod inside of it, the assembly. Something's up with that. So if you are not correct in your alignment, that could make an issue. But I guess probably some other people have. Maybe
Some other
just
people have some
issues.
clicking. Maybe it's not
I
the
don't
same
know.
clicking I was having, but either way, it's fixed now. And man, I love driving it way more. It was kind of embarrassing to like turn into a car meet or like in a parking lot, and people are like, "Oh, nice car," and it's like, click, 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 click. I'm like,
Yeah, no.
Ugh.
But no, it's freaking smooth. The tires look nice. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, like, it's just weird. I feel like that's something you learn when you start to really get into cars. Is that like tires are one of the most fun and cool things to get because your performance goes up. If you had bad tires before, your performance goes up big time, and it just looks so good.
Well, it's like your aesthetics go up, your performance goes up, and the driving feel goes up.
Yeah, like,
It's like-
it literally like helps on all aspects.
Which
You
is
know what I
weird,
mean?
'cause
Like
it's
it's
like a
literally
very-
the thing that's like connecting you to the road. That's the only thing between you and the road.
Which is kind of crazy because it feels like a very boring mod. Oh, tires. Like, I just have to get tires, and that sucks. But I'm like, no, but it's like, it should be a very exciting mod.
I think it's more exciting when you have crappy tires and you go to really nice tires, rather you're already at pretty nice tires and you just go
And
have
then
to buy
you
tires
they
again.
just get bald, and you have to, yeah. All right, let's find a nice little spot to jam my gas pedal down to the floor.
I really do not think it's this way. This
No,
is
no, no.
straight into an old people's place.
We'll
Okay.
let Ben around. All right, just react. Ready?
Go, you gotta go. Hey! Dude, there was like no tire spin. I feel like
Whoa!
I feel like for you to ever say like it was nothing changed before, you
Oh.
were constantly spinning, and you're like, this was his reaction when he told me. He was like, I don't know, I feel like I still just spin tires. I'm like, well, you still have over 600 horsepower. That's not going to be changed.
Well, the thing is, we skirted. It was like, and then that was it. Like, we skirted for a little bit of first gear, and that was it.
Dude, for some cheap tires, man, that's
$100 a firefighter thing. It gets much better than that.
that's freaking beautiful. Oh yeah, baby! Bro, I can't wait. Dude, did you skirt at all?
I don't know. How does it feel?
Oh, it's good. I mean, I feel like you don't even know the limits that
I don't.
you are approaching, but not even close to.
Oh. Yeah, baby.
Probably have some windows down action.
Okay.
Window down action. Yeah, I want to hear that.
The shifts.
Bro, let the RPMs eat, baby. Ow, my eyes. Ow, my eyes.
All right, I will let the RPMs eat. They're gonna be eaten.
Eating, streeting. Oh. Brokovich, baby. Oh yeah, baby! Oh yeah, baby! Woo!
Dang, boy. That was scary. That a little bump right there, dude, kind of scared me a little bit.
Oh, see, this is the thing. We've been needing to hoon this car so bad.
Well, okay, but when I go around corners, you feel how like, I mean, I'm not saying it's got no body roll, but you feel how it's like pretty freaking dang planted.
No, 100%. I think it's way planted. Tires are sweet, and the fact that you got these for so cheap.
And
I think it's fair to say that with now how modern things work, modern companies, China, I think it's just fair to say that it's like, yes, if you're going for like, you want to cut seconds/milliseconds off your times, 100%. You should only be going the top tier companies. But like, if you are struggling on money, don't put yourself into heavy affirmed debt / run on wires way too long when there are companies that you can just get the cheaper high performance tires and get that kind of. We have over 600 horsepower and he wasn't spinning sometimes, and we were locked in.
Yeah, we were locked in on corners, locked in on launches. It's like, I'm not going to not spin. Even people with my same car that have Michelins and Continentals spin sometimes. And I'm like, but like, nah, dude, no. These are, I'm really, really impressed with the Turo. They were $100 for the fronts, 125 for the backs. Each.
Yeah.
You know, so a total of like around $500. And I'm just like, mad.
But compared to like the $350 you would have spent on $500.
Yeah, seriously, I would have dropped.
It's $350 for mine.
Yeah, I would have dropped $2,000 if I bought Continentals or Michelins or Pirelli P0s or whatever. And I think that, yes, I'm not saying like those aren't better. I would have better performance, but a fraction, right? I don't think
diminishing return, that whole graph.
I would not have gotten 4 times the performance, right? I spent $500. I could have spent $2,000. I would have not gotten 4 times the performance. I might have gotten maybe 10%, 5% max. Not even that,
over 10%, but yeah,
over
just
10%?
basically, yeah, I would say that. I think, well, because you also have to look at like the way the temperature, because you're just like doing a very mild temperature. Because I would think about like, all right, if you're doing heavy duty track times, your tires are getting stupid hot. How are they keeping up with all this heat and beating? How are they keeping up with like after 2,000 miles? They're not just fresh. I mean, yeah, I kind of look at all those things. But yeah, dude, I think for when you're dailying a car that you like to go canyon run / just drive fast a lot of times, perfect. Freaking nice.
And honestly, like, a Turo, I'm probably going to use them a lot unless I go all the way out. Like,
Please sponsor us, Turo. Please sponsor us. We'll use you all the time.
well, and like, dude, I'm thinking about the Civics. Like, you always go 195 or 205, 50, 15s. Like, if you get 15 by 8s on a Civic, you get 205 or 195, 50, 15. And I'm like, a Turo doesn't have that right now.
That's the 15 by 8s.
Yeah, and I'm like, they don't have that size right now, but I'm like, a Turo, if you can make some ultra high performance in that size for my Civics, for like $50 each, that'd be sick.
I know, dude.
All right, guys. I know, I would get those every single time. We love you. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.
Yep. Thanks,
Also,
Kings. Subscribe.